Hello, welcome. We're back to another video. All right, we're gonna talk about what chiropractic is and how to kind of get an idea of what happens to the body and why people need chiropractors, okay? So first off, let me say a very cliche statement. Anybody with one of these is gonna benefit, this is a spine, from chiropractic care at some point in their life or throughout their entire life, and it's gonna be on different levels. Okay, so let's kind of talk about first how the body works. All right, so this is the spine. Starts here, goes all the way down to here. All right, messages from the brain leave here. They go down through the spinal cord and out on these little nerves to different parts of the body. Okay, so the reason chiropractors were so involved with the spine is because that's where the brain, that's the pathway where the brain messages leave and come down to the body. All right, so if your spine was in your arm, chiropractors would be arm doctors. Okay, so why is this important? All right, notice this spine right here. This is a pretty close to perfect spine, all right? Has different little bends in it, okay? These act as a foundation or a spring, okay? And that keeps these discs moving, it keeps them fluid, it keeps things working the way that it should. But it also houses the nervous system, as we were saying. And if at any point in time this column gets out of place, it's gonna affect those messages coming down. Okay, on the other side of that, if things start to get straightened out and the spring can't bend like it should, that's where it leads to herniations and disc problems and stuff like that, inflammation type disorders. So that's how the spine works and that's how it looks. Now, let's talk about what the things that we do in our life actually affect the spine. Okay, so let's just start with a common day. Most people sleep on their back or with a pillow, right? And so the head, the curve should be there, but now it's here, okay? Now we wake up from this position, we get up, some people stretch, which is awesome, okay? And those who do yoga are even better. Let me just say that, my favorite patients are yoga patients because they can understand what the body feels like and they actually get more out of their care. Now, the spine gets up out of bed, goes downstairs, fixes breakfast, eats at a table, okay? Talks to the family, all right? Comes back up. Usually goes and gets in a car, especially in the area where we are, and drives. When we're driving, our hands are out here. Our vision is out here. Everything is forward, okay? This is how we interact with the world around us, okay? So now we drive, 30 minutes, whatever. We get to an office desk, stand up, walk upstairs, okay? And these should be moving the way they should. And then we sit down in a chair, boom. And some people sit there for 8 hours, 10 hours, longer sometimes, all right? While this is happening, the muscles, the ligaments, and all of this stuff are adapting to this position, okay? And this can happen for years. And then they get up at the end of the day, they stretch. Now after a few years, they can't quite stretch as well as they should or could have a long time ago. Their body doesn't move right, and we'll talk about movement in another video with range of motion, which is how you really know something's going on, okay? And then they get back in their car, and they drive, and they get stressed. And by the way, they were stressed at work too, so now there's an aspect where this physiological pattern also has an emotional pattern, okay? So now they drive for a while, and then they get home. Okay. Now, we all say we should be out working out and doing the thing that we should do to be healthy, but what do most of us do? Sit and watch TV. And do things out here with a remote control and maybe eat. Okay. So after a day of this, now the body walks back upstairs and lies back in bed. And if it's a side sleeper, they're gonna put a pillow down there and that's going to happen, okay? So all of these positions, they have one effect on the body or a few effects on the body. But one of the main ones is these bones don't imbibe as much as they should, so there's no fluid exchange here, okay? That affects the discs, okay? So like I said, if that goes on for many years, there's disc problems, okay? Now, if it's not a sitting position job, so say it's a labor job, chances are we're doing stuff like this all day. All right, or we're doing things, we're reaching, you know, we have a lot of electricians and plumbers here and a lot of coaches and they're doing different things. That's another aspect of it though. But the body, after a while, takes a toll of all of these actions, okay? So I want you to kind of think about something. The body functions best when we are straight. We have good posture, okay? Now, you're probably thinking, well, then why don't we all just have good posture and there's no reason for care? Awesome, but guess what? Some people can't get into good posture because they have been forward for so long or they've been out for so long. A good posture takes a lot of energy. Have you ever noticed if someone says hold your shoulders up or do something right, how much energy that takes, and you can only stay there for a couple of minutes, okay, and then you're back, all right? Now, the body works when it is here. This is when the brain can communicate with the body and everything does what it should do, okay? When we do things in our life, over time, the body goes out. Okay, now I want you to remember this. The body is out and it stays out, and time passes, okay? It could be a month, it could be a year, it could be a decade. And in that time, the body's adapting to this being out. And then what happens is pain comes, okay? So pain is the last thing to show up, okay? It's also usually the first thing to go, all right? So now this person walks into the office after 10 years of this, okay, I'm being dramatic, I know. And they say, hey doc, fix me, I want one adjustment, I want to be done, I want to be all healed, okay? After a long period of being out, okay? Our job is to get them back in alignment, or at least to get their bones moving so that they are back, acting like they're back in alignment. All right, now, if someone walks in here and they're in their 50s and they've had bad posture for 20 years, you know, the idea of correcting that is probably not even reasonable. But if we can get the body functioning like it is straight and erect and moving the way that it should, that person will have a remarkable change in their life, okay? And that's what this is all about. If we can get your body working the way that it should, where it doesn't hurt to do the things that you do and love to do, where your emotions aren't affected by your physical state, okay? It's a very life-changing, even life-saving thing. We'll talk about disease processes in another video and how chiropractic affects those. I hope this gives you something to think about, and just know we're here for you, and have a great day. Enjoy the website.